Welcome Bloomfield families to virtual back to school night. My name is Mr. Lee. I teach 7th grade world history on 7S. On A days, I co-teach 3 classes with Ms. D'Alessio. And on B days, I teach 3 classes on my own, the first of which is an honors section. I'm glad you're here and let's get started. In 7th grade world history, we basically pick up where 7th grade world history left off. We will begin with the Romans and cover about 1500 years of history. So as you can imagine, there's a lot to get through. After the Romans, we focus on the medieval world and just jump from continent to continent and check in on what was happening in our world at that time. So we'll do medieval Europe, Africa and the Middle East, Asia, and then finish off with North and South America. Other than the historical content, we also really focus in on key skills that are important for 7th graders to be developing as they move forward into high school, such as researching skills, knowing how to find a good source and extrapolate good information for their writing. Also essay writing skills, the ability to create an argument and find evidence to back up their stance. And lastly, analytical and critical thinking skills when it comes to looking at all sorts of different documents, whether it's a text, a video, even social media posts. In the world we live in today, knowing what you're looking at and understanding it is crucial. And we focus on all of that throughout the entire year. As far as classroom policies go, obviously we've had to make some changes since it's a virtual classroom now. And I think the most important policy that I really need students to adhere to is that they need to be here on time. On Google Classroom, there is a link to our Google Meet along with the time it begins. It's really crucial that all the students are there so we can all get started at the same point. So that is one thing that is very important, and I expect them to always be there on time. Also, when they come in, I highly encourage that they keep their cameras turned on and their mics muted until they are asked to participate, which is the third thing that I really want to bring home is participation is crucial. If the camera is turned off, then students can expect me to call them individually to answer a question or to share their opinion because I need some sort of participation. Engagement and discussion, I think, is crucial in this whole virtual platform that we are working with. Other than that, flexibility with grading is something that we're keeping an open door policy with, basically. As long as it gets turned in, even if it's late, student will receive credit. So if at any point student sees that they got a 0 because they didn't turn an assignment in when it was due, it's important that they know that it can still be made up, all right? So all they need to do is make up that assignment, shoot me an email to let me know, hey, Mr. Lee, I made up this assignment and I will change it to a passing grade. And that's all the way up until the end of the marking period. Lastly, since we don't have that much time to talk about our class in this video, I am going to leave a lot of important files and links on this same page. So there's a course syllabus, some slides that include more information about our class, and not to mention grading. All of that will be below this video. If you still have some questions and comments, then please feel free to send me an email. It is really the best way to communicate with me. I do a pretty good job, I think, of getting back to parents and students within 24 hours. My email will appear right here, and it's also on the website. It is rdlee@bloomfield.k12.nj.us. That is a mouthful, but you could definitely reach me there. Before I go, I will let Ms. D'Alessio have a little time to talk herself, but I just want to say that I think this will be a good year. I know virtual is definitely something different, but between the parents, students, and teachers, I think we can make it happen. Thank you again, and I'll hear from you soon. Bye.
D'Alessio, and I co-teach with Mr. Lee on 7S team for social studies. A little bit about myself. I have actually been and I grew up in this town, middle school and then the high school. And I also have an 8-year-old son named Christopher, and he attends 3rd grade at Denver School, so I'm pretty active in town. And I know it is a crazy way to start the year, especially for your kids who are starting at a new school, but we are going to make this as positive an experience as possible. And please reach out to me if you have any problems at all. Email is the quickest way to get to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But bye for now. And again, let's make this as positive an experience. And hopefully I will see everybody in person soon. Bye.